Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is G. Cole, and welcome to Homegrown, where I get to share with you some good music while talking to some great people. Hello, world. Hope you're feeling as good as I am. I want to big up all my homegrown listeners out there and welcome all the new listeners. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so we can keep you updated when new material is available. We will be posting new episodes bi-weekly. Want to thank everyone who has been listening and sharing. Please leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Please check out the website homegrownwithgcole.com to listen and for all things homegrown. The podcast is now available on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Radio.com, and all your podcast platforms. We're very interactive. Please follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at MyGCole. The video of this interview is also available on YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is episode 69, and today's guests are the legendary reggae ambassadors, Third World. We'll take a minute to go through their brand new album, track for track. Talking about a brand new album, more work to be done. Today's episode is brought to you courtesy of Aquagem Records' latest releases, Only a Smile by the legends Keith and Tex, God in Me by Veronica Day, and What Love Is by yours truly, G. Cole.
You and your smiling face doesn't mean a thing to me. Any man will pick you up just because of the smile you've got. But after knowing you as much as I,
It's the legends, ladies and gentlemen, Keith and Tex, Only a Smile. It's Veronica Day with the hit God in Me.
Love cannot be a game that has no conclusion. Love is not just a dream that's built on illusion. It's more than something to feel. You can taste it and touch it, it's real. Love is when two people make it, and nothing outside they can break it. If they understand that they can't command love to be where it cannot be free.
And of course, yours truly, G. Cole with What Love Is. You heard it here first. Go get him. iTunes, Spotify, all your digital retailers. Time for our feature presentation, a conversation with Mr. A.J. Brown and Richie Bassie Daley from the Reggae Ambassadors, Third World. Like I mentioned, we're going to be going through this entire album, 11 tracks. We don't normally do stuff like this. You know what I mean? So when the guys pull up, we're going through the entire thing. We're going to talk about the album. I got questions about it. I'm sure you do too. Things and times have changed to the point where we don't get a chance to absorb and soak in what goes on in the creative minds of the great ones. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, we used to buy a record, buy an album, and had no choice but to buy the album so we could get through everything and we'd learn everything about the artist and everything about the songs and so forth. We don't do that no more. So as a matter of fact, sometimes we miss out on some great songs. Some of my favorite songs are normally not even the singles. There's some of the tracks, the album tracks. That's kind of how it works most of the time. But in this day and age, very seldom get that opportunity because of the fact that you can just go and get the one song. Whichever song you see on YouTube, whichever song you see being promoted, it's all about the single. So you miss out on a lot, you know? This music, I dig it, man, and I love it. You know, so I don't want to be selfish. I want to share my love of it and for it with you. I appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate y'all so much. Want to big up the Massive and crew right now in Hollywood that's logged in. Pembroke Pines is in the building. Represent where you're from. Errol Wagwan, Brittany, what's up? Kanye, what's up? Rep where you from. My Toronto Massive is locked in right now. Hawaii's in the building. So we got Mr. Richie Bassie Daley in the building. We got Mr. AJ Brown coming in again from the road. I appreciate y'all. Let me open up your microphones. I really appreciate y'all. I know I'm not tired, like whatever. You know, cause there's more work to be done. That's how I go.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
The work never ever ends. Like I mentioned to you, I got access to this album while I was on vacation. I was on the high seas and I needed something to listen to. And I remember that you had said that the date was just around then, so I took my chance, went on Apple Music, and there it was. And it, it was my soundtrack. Pretty much for the high seas, and a wonderful soundtrack it was. I'm gonna get right into the tracks right now, and something that the people don't normally get. And the reason we want to do this is, like I mentioned to you, oftentimes we promote singles. That's how things go nowadays. And we have iTunes and we have Spotify, so people go in and get a one song, never really hearing the content, the body of work.
Okay.
I come from buying an album. Yes, you hear the single, but I buy an album because they weren't necessarily selling the singles like that.
You're right. Yeah.
And sometimes I'll be in love with track number 8, track number 7, not the single. That's all. Singles, calculated some reason. It's a little contrived for whatever reason. So I'm into another song, but I realize no, sometimes people don't get that opportunity because it's all about that single.
Yes.
So I figured, you know what, let's give it to them the right way. And then, ladies and gentlemen, y'all need to go out and get your copy because contrary to popular belief, you ain't getting mine. You know what I mean? I got one I'll sign and give to somebody, but I'm not parting with mine. So y'all can go out there and get there. But track number 1.
Let him be praised continually. Kibula Amlak Imaskan. Glory to Jah, let him be praised. He will take us by the hand and lead us to the wonderland. If we can't be good, we'll be careful and do the best that we can. Kibula Amlak Imasgan. Glory to Jah, let him be praised. We
Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about a brand new album, More Work to Be Done. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sound. The sonics are on point. I am going front. I love the look of the album, the whole nine. And people are commenting on that right now, which ultimately leads me to believe they probably have their copy of the album too. And that's what we hope that you do. Go out and get the thing, because when I say it mad, it mad is not words I use loosely. I don't say things mad if it's not mad. Gentlemen, I like it. And like I mentioned to you, this track right here, track one.
It's called Im Mas Gan. It's Amharic. And it is in English it means what
Praise the Most High.
Yeah.
Praise the Most High?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's the only cover tune on the album, surprisingly.
Who did the original for this?
Abyssinians.
Oh, really?
Wow. Group. And you know the association with Third World with Abyssinians, in the sense that we also did the cover of Sata Masagana, which is their originals as well. So it's there's that.
The connection is still
ongoing.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. I think it's when it comes to albums and stuff like that, maybe I dissect them too much, but the intro, the outro, everything sometimes have to be strategic, and this feel like a well-fitting introduction to a body of work. After I hear that, I'm keen now. I'm interested to hear what's coming. And it's almost like saying grace before a meal.
Yes, sir.
It's reverent. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I dig it.
I'm glad. It's interesting how you describe that particular tune,
right?
Because it is pretty much the way how Damien, the producer of the album, pictured that tune, So
yes, sir. Reverence before we start partaking
real.
in the goodness that is on here. And I keep splashing the images up because trust me, I'm digging the optics, the whole nine, especially in a time where again everything is so digital. This is definitely something that you need to have in your collection. Just the whole look of it, which is in keeping with your Third World albums. The artwork and stuff like that, which we'll probably even get into as to why it's like that versus some pictures I own these up. You know what I mean? Because that's an option too. But that song right there, like I said, a welcome introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, the album again is More Work to Be Done. So the option to put that on there, was that his choice? As Damien said, it was his.
Well, it started the music where Damien wanted to produce Third World as a standing fan and appreciator of the works over the years. Grew up on the music, in spite of the fact that his father is a great Bob Marley. He had admiration for Third World from youthful days. And so when he said, let's get together and do some music, he wanted to retain the Third World sound, the Third World look, the image, everything.
Gotcha.
And didn't want to reinvent the wheel.
Right.
Using his word, but him didn't want to, keep it and modernize it, whatever. So we gave him full control of the steering wheel and said, you drive.
Right.
Right. You can take the GPS and tell him sometimes, turn the wheel with him.
Well, he's still driving.
Yeah. And no, we're not turning. I'll go straight.
Right.
Yeah. So is that kind of fashion?
I love it. And as you talk about we're not turning, I'm going to drop this one right about now.
You can point me out.
I'm just saying.
All odds stacked against us. The third world keeps turning. 1 to 150. The third world keeps turning. Still can't get me hungry. The third world keeps turning.
Welcome, Arajani. Welcome to the program. Sunset Wagwan, Sean Price. Mr. Brown, you are a singer's singer.
In which we live,
That is true, ain't it?
the cost of life is cheaper than
Errol Lewis, welcome to the party. Also, Wagwan Hoey,
it's always nice.
Canadian Massive. Breastman, big up Atlanta's in the building. Tampa's locked in too.
You only make it if you're brave. I want to 150. Every day we look clean and nifty. Still look clean and nifty. Keeps turning. We give the thanks we gifted. Give thanks we gifted. Keeps turning.
Don't worry, we're giving you the entire songs. We're giving you the entire album, all right? Get your copy, get your copy, get your copy.
We see Jah glory in the rising sun. With a sense of purpose, we will overcome in this world of uncertainty. Who's to say we're number 3? Keeps turning. You want me on my touchdown? You want me on my touchdown? Keeps turning.
I dig it, ladies and gentlemen. I know you do too. I know you do too. Song's called Third World Keeps Turning. Blessings, Jillian. Welcome to. Hey, Jill.
Babylon can't stop with. Babylon can't stop with.
Two in the car.
In every slum, in every village, in every town. When the music plays, they'll all gather round. And there we will be until the Kochi burns. The third world always turns and turns.
All odds stacked against us. All odds stacked against us.
Gentlemen, I like it. I like it. I like it. As a third world fan, as a true third world fan, and like I've mentioned to you, my favorite band from growing up. You know what I mean? From as a youth growing up, seeing the band coming through Ultra Race doing it. Been a huge fan. But I feel like this song, and you can correct me, in my eyes, the opinions expressed by G. Cole does not represent those of Third World and their affiliates. Don't hold them to it. It's me. Alright? So I feel like this song is very important because to me it's like a backbone of an album based on just what it's saying. I feel like it's a conjunction between classic Third World and the new era. Just based on what it's saying, the third world keeps turning. Talk to me a little bit about, I'll start with you, Richie. Talk to me a little bit about this song itself.
Well, it depicts a bit of where we're coming from, you know. Things kind of hard, the dollar keep falling and the people them still keep rising. You know, it depicts not just our personal situation, but the situation of our country.
Right.
You know what I mean? Politically and or otherwise. And we can't leave it out because it's the backbone of where we come from. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't be a Jamaican unless you love Jamaica.
That is true. It's amazing. You mentioned the political part of it. I always say, you know, reggae music is one of them things where it always carries, it's fun, sounds good, feel good, but there's always sometimes that undertone of addressing the political climate. And when I say political climate, I'm not talking about election and them things, but just the climate of what going on in the country.
Yeah. I mean, even in the diaspora, because it's not even the country anymore, based off of just how music tends to put one in a state, you know. And if you have your daily dose of your rhythm or genre, then you know it will kind of put you in that space where you would want to maybe achieve a little bit more, or you know, push a little more, or you know, press on a little more based off of the vibe I get from the music being played every day.
You know, it's amazing you said that, because sometimes I sit down and talk to people about this music, because you know we justify anything we want to justify, and there's love songs that put you in the element for love. There is, as an athlete, you have your songs that pump you up for good perform and stuff like that. Negative songs will pump you up for good and negative things too. But
Yes,
some
sir.
people kind of deny that. They don't want to admit the fact that side of it can come. So it was amazing to hear you say that, because yes, sometimes, you need that little gust, you need that little push, you need that little drive for God do what you need to do. And it's songs like these that allows you to do stuff like that. And even Junior Gang channeling, and this the young people probably won't know what I talk about, but it's Inner Vincent Price. On this one.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's all about social commentary as well, because we as musicians and singers and players of instruments, we've always been the gatekeepers. We've always been the vanguard of the society, where we observe, we comment, we when time come, we put in our creative input, and we also use the music in different ways, not only to comment and to but also to soothe,
Right,
to network.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so that is what we are here to do, pretty much.
And you do a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful job of that too. And I go back to the combination, the collaboration, the merger of good music and good visuals right here, because artistically, like I said, the concepts, your albums always have a concept to it, and this one stayed true to Third World. Loving it. Sonically, to me, there is something new, obviously, but it's still Third World. At no point in time did I ever feel, say, but this on a Third World. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is we're 2019 going on 2020. We have a new lead singer in the band. And you're performing, of course, the hits that they've amassed over the years. But when it comes to recording this body of work, it is so you, sounds so much like you, but not one time did I ever say it's not Third World. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Was that a concerted effort?
Well, I would say yes, it's a concerted effort, in the sense that as I kept working with Richie and Damian and the rest of the Third World team, I began to see, the direction. You know what I mean? Because when you're in the trenches, Bridget, and you create, you come up with concepts, you're coming up with ideas, you're coming up with you're dialoguing all the time, and it took the better part of what, 2-3 years?
3 years.
3 years, right? So you're talking about 365 days for the year. You're talking about 1,000 days, okay?
You know what's
Those not odd days,
one of the
Benji.
grand thing about this album. You can have a music career, like Mr. Cody is a man with the music himself, and you're under the pressure of putting out something now, because your career is going by.
Right.
And we kind of reach a season space where we were still working. Sometimes Damien go out on the road and him do him thing, you know what I mean?
Right.
And sometimes we gone do the thing, but the moment we come back to Florida, everybody heads for the studio.
Wow.
So that's the way it's been, you know?
Right.
And you don't lose track of where we're going and where we're going to this.
Right.
So it was a grand thing in that sense. And didn't have the pressure of saying, hey, we have to put this record out.
Yeah. You're working
next
on your
week.
time.
By a certain time.
Yeah.
Even though I was pressuring you and calling you every other week, and I said, wow, go on.
Only because I promised you, say, listen, 2 years ago, I tell you,
Yep.
the album is coming out in a month.
Yep. And I'm like the kids, in terms of if you tell me
Yeah,
something,
right.
come on, I'm going to be
I say,
bugging you about it.
Tell you, look on the Christmas trees. One Christmas pass and the next one come on, one rich.
Till me turn all Jehovah's Witness and stop celebrating Christmas, because I'm disappointed. Ash Ali, welcome to the party. Craig, Hal Regaman, Anthony, welcome to the party. And guess
Hey,
what?
I want to big up a dear friend.
Go ahead.
John and Leslie Richie.
John and Leslie Richie.
We love them to death.
They are on here. They're on here
Yeah,
listening
man.
in and supporting the movement.
Yeah,
I didn't
man.
want them to know, so we know those here, man. You bust
The secret
you bust
one.
the thing.
Them did it, man. Them did it. Brian, it's always we got young musicians on here too.
Yeah, man, big up everybody who's listening right now because, you know, I keep hearing you calling out the names and, you know, you have the advantage of seeing them, you know, but I'll just
take my
send
word for
out a blanket, a
blanket
blanket greetings.
You can spend 3 years in a studio making good music. But you see, without the people who are listening outside and the people who are listening to this program right now,
No.
them, you can dash to the album.
For real?
Yeah.
True. And thus far from what I see, Tony Carr, bless up himself in Maryland, you know, the even the young folks, because when it comes to music, when it comes to creating anything, sometimes we lock it up and say, boy, there's markets, there's demographics, and you have that market, and you have that market. But I got musicians on here right now, and I reached 30 at that time and said that's one of their favorite albums.
Yes.
And who more critical than musicians? I don't ask musicians for any form of feedback, you know.
Who more critical than musician?
Nobody. When it comes to music, you can't ask them if they like a song because they start breaking down. If it's a bass player, you might tell about the bass line.
Yeah.
If it's a drummer, you might tell about the. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I don't really ask them though.
Very analytical.
I'd like to say to all the bass players who are listening, you can send in your opinion on what to think about the bass line. You can be critical. Don't overdo it.
Send in your critique. But here's on the one criteria. You have to have the album for criticizing anyway. So
Yeah.
make sure you go ahead and get a copy so you can send in the notes. All right? But there's more music coming your way. A lot more.
Every wave that rolls with the coming and going of the tides. Everyone that seizes everyone
Oh, go on, Vinny Rich.
because my love can't hide. Every sun that sets, every sun that rises, and every moon that shines. I feel like a winner on my own game show because you are a sweepstake prize. Loving you is easy, cause the way you make me feel. Loving you is simple, that's the way it's supposed to be. Baby, with you by my side, I feel so young and free. I can love you on and on and on and on, on and on and on. Loving you is easy, I guess we're meant to be. Loving you is simple, it must be destiny. I'll be loving you for you, and you love me for me. We'll be loving on and on and on and on, on and on and on. Every wind that blows, every wave that rolls with the coming and going of the tides. Everyone that seizes, everyone that knows, because my love can't hide. Every sun that sets, every sun that rises, and every moon that shines. I feel like a winner on my own game show because you are a sweepstake prize. And loving you is easy. You must be made for me. Loving you is simple, it comes so naturally. Woman, with you by my side, I feel so young and free. I can love you on and on and on and on, on and on and on, on and on and on and on, on and on and on, on and on and on, on and on and on. Love is never ending.
called Loving You Is Easy. When this single came out, right? This is actually when I got comfortable. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Again, I'm a fan, so as a fan of the thing, I'm sitting there waiting. I had an interview with Mr. Daley, like you mentioned, a couple years ago, and promised me an album, right? Came through with a song. The first song that I heard was "Eyes Are Up on You," right? But still was a little worried, a little concerned. But when me hear that one, you know, I was put at ease.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Something about that song, you just calm me down. I said, J. Cole, don't worry. We're good. And I did notice that song is not actually on the album either.
Eyes Are Up on You.
Eyes Are Up on You.
Yeah, it's amazing because you know, we
Producer's decision, you know.
It was producer's decision, and that it says a lot about the man's belief in the band,
Right.
and because he felt that tune
Never.
wasn't up to that level.
With the other ones.
It's amazing because I mean, a tune is a tune. It's original. It has the content. You know, lyrically, it's sound. But for him,
it wasn't.
It
there.
was not. It was not.
So that says to you, you're the artist, you're the band, and you know, so the song's a good song, right? But if the producer says to you, as good as that song is, it's not up to par. That probably should give you a level of comfort. Then because say, well, we're into it. We're on our way to something great then. Because if this not up to par, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That was how we eventually started feeling because of just where the bar was set and what he saw.
Right.
You know, the level of trust now in terms of the members. You know, it's trust in Damien became stronger and more focused.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I dig it. Some albums, and like we're talking off ear, especially from bands, some albums are apolitical. You know what I mean? Some militant, some are just for dancing. You have bands that deliver that. Some are for moods of melancholy and stuff like that. This one, you know, above all, to me, like I said, is not really any of those. It's just refreshing. Is what I consider it.
Yeah.
Again, it's my vacation album, and it's kind of branded now in my fiber as my vacation album. So from this point on, anytime me put it on, I somewhere me need to go now.
For real.
I love it.
For real. Yeah.
I love it.
Give thanks.
What I always wonder, I know, sometimes we used to record songs at the studio, right? And at the end of the night, I forget I burn CD and listen to it in my car and so forth. When you got this final album and you drive off from the studio or wherever, and you got to put it in the CD player and listen to it, because listening to it in the studio on monitors, reference monitors, is a different thing. You know what I mean? In headphones, a different thing. Now you're soaking it in your element, your car, driving home, or your headphones at home. What was that feeling like when you actually got to listen to what I'm listening to right about?
If I may answer this,
Go on.
I never separate myself from the project until longer than that. In other words, even driving home from the studio, I still wasn't hearing it like from stepping up back from it or stepping away from it and hearing it.
Gotcha.
The one was the other day when I drive go Morocco.
It's a long drive.
Yeah. Anyway, I fly go Morocco, long flight, and put on the headphones. And I gotta say, I can take a listen after this thing, because a key element to an album is the running order,
Right.
Is key.
Very important.
Yes.
Very important.
So you hear the compilation, and what I was listening to prior to when the album was put together isn't the same compilation.
Oh, so it was you were just listening to them songs. It wasn't in this order.
Right. Because I might have my reservation. Yeah, it should really started in Mascan. And the picture where you lay out the little while says like, hey, let's pray.
Yeah.
And is that took place. So it's set up, and I'm confident it, and I say, yes, it's running out there. Right.
Yeah.
tell you about track 11 later on down in the program when you reach us.
Right.
But I can tell you,
Love
say,
it too.
you know, after sudden, I end up rule seat 14C. I get up and I go over to AJ and say, AJ, this is a bad album, you know. Right?
Radio.
Folks,
It's
apologies.
That's all right.
Apologies. I'm going to ban me from radio for my career.
You've already been banned. I got the text. but by the sounds of this album, though, I feel like the band truly believed that there was more work to be done. Because I say this all the time. I don't feel like an artist, a band, gives you their best work this far in their career. I said it to Barris too. Told him face to face. I think that album was his best album, the new one.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
cool.
never ending. And this album I feel is amongst the top work that you guys have put out. And why I say that is normally a band that's tenured as Third World, right? At this point, you really don't have to put your best work out because you have a master catalog that you can skate by on. You know what I mean? I ain't just drop some tunes for pacify the fans. And the true fans will want to hear one new song every now and then. They ain't got to be the greatest. They're going to love it anyway. You know what I mean? I got the last Lauryn Hill album. I was a fan.
It's
you know what I mean?
Only one she ever did, right?
But she did drop another live one after that. Which was, you know... Don't go look it up. Don't go look it up. But the thing is, it was one of those where you had to be a fan to appreciate it.
Right.
But I was blown away also the fact that the content and how it's done and how everything is done this tenured in your career. Because I hate putting it this way, but you could have get away with not doing this excellent body of work. You could have gotten away with it because you are Third World.
You know, Mr. Cole.
You could have gotten away with it.
People are very critical. You know?
Wait, so you need to text Stefan, Mr. Daley. Yeah. Mr. Brown, we need to talk.
Oh, no, do the thing right like how we used to do it. You know why I hear that?
Because even after this album was released, right, there was a one fan that I saw them. Their comment was, "This is crap."
What? Really?
This is crap. What happened?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Wow. And that is to show the levels where them
they are.
Yeah, man, I said it, man. I said it. You know, but yeah. But my point is that they are holding you
to a certain
standard.
So you really can't get comfortable.
No. G-Cole, we love that still in the right.
Yeah, man.
It's necessary.
I hate when you come off like, boy, you're great. Things so great.
And then go home and comes to
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you buy a ticket to come to the show? Well, you want $1 million of bed and fall asleep, you know, right? Say, yeah, full of it like what?
It's boy, I mean, I keep rounding it out, and most of the people who hear me talk about the album before you guys show up know I'm rather impressed with the album. Rather.
Yeah, give thanks.
Something I wanted to ask you, AJ, is this: how was creating this album? You've done many albums of your own, solo artist.
Yeah.
How different was it creating this one in adverse to, you know, the other albums when you were the only? I don't want to say the other musicians that played on it didn't have input, but you were the say so, the end all be all to it.
Right.
How different was it for you creating this one when you know, say, boy, 6 or 7 opinions and feelings before everything is a go?
Challenging, exciting at the same time, because to be in a position to be working with an iconic person as Damien was a privilege and honor, and I really enjoyed it as well, because I got to know the gentleman in a way that is you know, just not normal. And you know, every day we go into his space, and you know, and work with him, and see how him think, and see where him have him levels. Because there are sometimes where we hear some things and we say, "Boy, that wicked," and and them say, no, sure that come back. And,
Yeah,
you understand? So it's like, so it's like, so it, you know, it is what it is in terms of just how him do him thing. And for me, it was an experience that I hope can be repeated.
Right. Listen, part one of many.
I want to tell you the conditions pertaining.
Yeah.
For us, it might not be for AJ case because I'm a younger man than all of us.
Yeah, man.
The baby of the bunch. Yeah.
Relatively younger.
But Damian Marley is someone Cat Core used to carry go to school of music lessons. Sitting on the back seat and carry him. Never even got music lessons sometime. But in other words, it's like you grow your youth. And you know, you teach him everything him know, or some of the things him know, and you inspire him and all that. And one day you turn on to him and say, take the class.
Wow.
You understand what I mean?
Wow.
It called for you know for get into a sense of humility because you think you know it all.
Yeah.
Right? And you might know it all, but you are the professor now.
Right.
So when him say like, no, that not ready, and you say to yourself, boy, I think this is great.
Yeah.
And the man said, that not ready.
I dash with that.
I have dash with that. And many times that happened.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
But that says a lot. To me, that says a lot about you guys.
It's a great experience for us to humble yourself and say, right now, you know what I mean? Yeah. One day, Ethan or Akon may come and say, I'm here to produce this album, you know.
You never know.
And you know, father might say, no, not the right. And say, shut up.
Delete. You can't threaten them out. So my mom used to go to school. You don't work with it.
Yeah. It calls for a great sense of humility.
Yeah. And that's good. Because believe it or not, when I say most people, a lot can't do it and can't find a way. It's cool to say, okay, I got Damian Marley on this, you know, because you're talking about somebody who comes with a certain level of credibility, and that has its benefits. You know what I mean? Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's like you are who you are. So if you don't have what it takes to tap into that humility, it not work. It not work. Ladies and gentlemen, it is AJ Brown. It's Richie Daley. It's the Reggae Ambassador. It's a third world and another big tune.
Earth is a land in the fullness thereof. Beautiful people, most I can't take care of. It's pressure bus pipe and third world to the world. Yeah. We love, we laugh, we cry. We smile, we frown, we sigh. We believe, we know we're right. No matter what they taught us or how we were brought up. Yeah. We dream, we hope, we pray. We work, we toil, we play. We bleed, we grieve, we fight. No matter where we come from, this is my assumption. People of a different color, bring to a different name. Find a way to get along with each other. Do it for the children.
Hey, so Sean, you're proud of them, not sure. As a member of the Zinc Fence Posse, I'm saying proud. Sean Price. Walk on, hope you're loving it, not true. Vinny, loving you is easy to think. Yes, I am. It's a big tune, that one and large too. It's called People of a Different Color, featuring Pressure Bus Pipe.
We see, we learn, we teach. We search, we earn, we see. We fear, we hurt, we weep. No matter what they taught us or how we were brought up, yeah. We grow, we bond, we feel. We fall, we bruise, we heal. We all think our burden's real. No matter where we come from, this is my assumption. People of a different color, bring to a different name. Let's find a way to get along with each other.
Welcome, Gene.
Do it for the children's sake. People of a different color, bring to a different name. Let's find a way to get along with each other. Do it for the children's sake. We've been fighting ourselves for too long. Live amongst each other, what a perfect fusion. Whether you're
color, only human. All I know is love and harmony. One family, that's the only way we ought to be. As far as the eye can see, I stand free. With unity we have so many possibilities, and I've got so much love to give. Put your difference aside, yeah, and that's how we live. Jah create the world for us, no burn, no bring. Got to respect and want for how them is. Strictly positive, yeah. People have a different. If you have a different.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about bad collaborations. I got something else for you, all right? This one is a big tune too. Nah, 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 featuring Chronics, all right? Again, may I show off right about now. I got mine. Do you? The lyric praying to a different name is so eloquent in its simplicity. It says so much without the clutter.
Lose no man, you win some. But tonight no losers here. This music born in Kingston. Keep it grooving without fear. Whoa.
Knowledge teaches wisdom. Seek and see things clear. Celebrating for a reason. To shed the load we bear. Everybody sing.
Welcome, Phil. Welcome. Donna, welcome. It's a vibe. Trust me, I'm loving it.
Must be my intuition. But the vibes I'm feeling here has got me on a mission to get my stuff in gear.
Ain't no use in wishing. Things will just appear. Oh no, no, no. But when the big bad bass is kicking them, every problem disappear. Oh, everybody sing. Na, 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 na.
Everybody sing.
Everybody sing. Oh, na, 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 na. The angelic sound of reggae music play.
Gentlemen. I want a shot.
Yeah, Chronic's nice.
I'm nice it up, not true?
Yeah,
Tell her, it's amazing.
Mr. Daley.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you a question. Sonically, right? This album to me is not like any of its predecessors. It's different. It is what it is. Different, however, doesn't mean less than. It means different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I understand that.
And it's a beautiful album in my eyes. You've been part of the movement a lot longer than AJ, for example. How, in your eyes and your ears and your heart, how is this album different from the others?
Well, in another year, I might tell you more, elaborate more. But from now, as it stands, stand proudly beside it. Because as you speak about sonically, some people don't get the right credit for what is happening. Good stuff.
Right.
Damon Marley produce and approve and bypass and everything.
Yeah.
But you have an engineer named Mark Lee. He's a whiz.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? And
the unsung heroes.
sonically, yes. And then you have to spend time and back it up and say, hey, give praises to him.
Yeah.
So when I tell him, say, we went on a show with a guy named G. Cole and him a big up the sound. Yes, he did. He want to get praise for him works. He want to be recognized, you know what I mean?
Why not?
Make him feel good. And, you agree with me, Mr. Brown?
Wholeheartedly, man. I mean, wholeheartedly. I mean, Mark Lee he is very professional at his work,
Right.
and he knows what he's doing, and he's capable of giving you, getting out of the whatever we did,
Yeah, and get the best sound
physically, creatively, he was able to take that and develop it into this.
The unsung heroes. That's why the Academy recognizes every part of it.
Yes, sir.
Just an engineer, someone. The album might not get something, but sometimes just the engineer wins something because of his work.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. We just played two songs right here. Both collabs, right?
Yeah.
In my eyes, numbers means a lot. And maybe again I'm overly analytical and I dissect things a little bit too much. When things add up or they don't add up. So when I saw the track listing and I saw the collabs, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 11. So averaging about 49% of the material on there.
Are you a mathematician?
No, I have a calculator. I'm not that smart. So, but if we look at 48, 49%.
We could have worked at 50%. 50% in the world.
Funny, I expected there's a name missing here that I'm shocked that's not on there. So we could have crossed the 50 threshold.
Actually, it's 50, but we didn't put in that little third word keep turning, that half a thing with Damien.
True.
Collab thing.
There goes the math. There goes the math. There goes the math. But in my eyes, whenever I see an album that's got 45 or 50% collabs and features, it's never a good thing.
It's
never a good thing for me, because most times when I get my favorite albums, and let's say it's one of my favorite artists, right, and it have 20 songs on it, and 10 of them have features. Just historically speaking, I'm never ever thrilled because I always feel like the artist that I came to listen to got lost in it, and it became more of a feature-driven vibe.
Okay.
And especially in this day and age where the features are oftentimes calculated to, because most time when a man get a feature on his record, it's not because of how good the dude is, it's because of how hot he is. You know what I'm saying? And what it's gonna do. But I'm not gonna lie, when that was my concern, but when I put it in, it feel right. I didn't even realize that there were that many features on there, because everything, it didn't seem contrived. It seems like right now, if you were to play me the version without the feature, I'd probably miss the feature. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was perfectly done. Like I said, just from a mathematical standpoint, it's normally concerning. But when I listen to it, I'm like, well, somebody got this one right.
And let's talk a little bit about the features. With great pleasure, when we confronted or asked a feature, Willie feature, the enthusiasm that this person and the
Are you
feature
surprised?
brought to the table.
Were you surprised?
Well, I don't take third word for granted.
Okay.
The way you say third word is different from how we see it.
I mean, if you'd ask me if you're a feature, I mean, man, get no feature. But
Of course,
I mean, but it's not like I'm going to be like, man, let me think about it. You know what I mean? Let me go talk to my people. It's not going to happen.
Let me think about it. Yeah, I thought about it. I'm ready.
I'm ready to go. But
they did outstanding work. Outstanding,
to say the
work.
least.
Yeah, when I listen to all what they're doing on their own production, our thing when them do for we stand up right beside it. I said, listen,
proper,
rise to the platform,
proper,
them stand up at the podium and them deliver.
Proper.
All the way. Yes, man. All
it's
pressure
bust pipe.
Yeah.
It's nothing. The key thing for me pretty much is nothing seems contrived. Like I said, when it comes to features, and I can dig up my favorite artists and tell you about it. A lot of times I'm seeing the contrived. I'm seeing, okay, brother, the hot on the pop charts right now. I see why you're here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? That brother that just come off our Grammy win. I see why you're here.
We never want that. We never want that.
Well,
and that's how we turn it away. But that wasn't what was aiming for.
Well,
especially the producer is very critical, you know.
I realize that.
Yeah.
I realize, I know. But that being said, even, let me ask you this though, because you are third world. Again, let's not take it for granted. The album is being produced by Damien Junior Gang Marley. Let's not take that for granted. Which ultimately means you could have had anybody on this. If you had to call up Dennis Brown on the Zion lines, he would have probably pick up. You know what I mean? Answer me dead there. How you choose who you want? How you choose who
It was the producer. We made the suggestions and he turned some down.
Cool.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Some people get.
And that's how you do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta. I don't know about the one there. You have to. How come Stephen not upon it? You know, that's. I was like, where's the Stephen Marley collab? Where's that at? You know what I mean? Because he was next door, wasn't he?
Yeah,
I mean,
but the contrived thing there, you know what I mean? Expected.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, your integrity will be tough.
even to get Damien perform on the track.
Yeah. Was a little.
Yeah, I mean, he's the hardest person to get because you get the vibe like, hey man, this is too contrived. This is expected. This is
Yeah.
You know,
Right. That is the thing. That is the thing. It's, you know, so
Trying to maintain that.
that integrity there.
Yeah.
You know, without making it.
I make no apologies about this. G. Cole, again, I speak on behalf of me and not behalf of Third World. Question my integrity all you want, all right? Because me going to say, yo, Steve.
Steve.
You know, behind the curtain, he's very strong on this album.
I'm not surprised.
The relationship
Yeah.
as brothers
Yeah.
is like you have a brethren and you do a song. You take it to all kind of radio station and whosoever, whatever. But you have a one brethren or a sister,
Yeah.
and you say to her, listen to this to me and tell me what you think.
Before we carry it.
Before we carry it.
And
I
their
get that.
opinion is a hallmark to what you're doing.
I get that.
But that it means something to you.
And that's what people don't realize. I tell people this all the time. That brother there, Stephen, gone. But Stephen, that genius. That brother is a genius.
I want to tell you something, you know. If we made the name Richard Marley, tell me a lot in the business.
Yeah.
But it can be a curse.
It can be it is a curse.
Come and say the only reason why you're there.
Yeah, it's because
your name Marley.
But you know,
and not recognizing there's an abundance of talent running through the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
It bugs me out when people say stuff like that because they're one, work ethic second to none.
Thank you very much.
And two, I've been there in the studio there, D-man, before, and one left, and I not even work where working, but I just feel awake, and I tell a man, say,
yes,
all right, man, left now. When him just ready to start work, and his son come up.
You're not telling me nothing. So G, shut up.
So
you're not telling me nothing.
And G, I am glad you're the one who's saying it, and not us.
Cool,
when you're down at South Miami, G Cole.
Yeah, I know, say, bro, they're way up, so.
No, forget about bro. Forget about the traffic that's coming out in a few minutes.
Trust me.
You see, I went there during the light out, and it's still light when I'm leaving.
Yeah, man. It's nights and nights of that.
The traffic is
well, it was worth it.
And, you know, we want big up our wives, you know. Yeah, man. Richie wife, Karen.
Yeah.
My wife, Tamara, for putting up with us.
The young boy lifestyle.
for putting up with us, you know, we having to go at odd time of the night and come in at odd time of the morning, and them no feel like say we going and do something else.
You stop at the warehouse, don't so. But when they come in all tired and both of them know say, oh God, gonna kill them off. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, it's a beautiful body of work. I don't even want selfish with the thing. I don't want to vex with me. Muta say, I don't know. I just don't know. This one is called Feel Good, featuring Busy Signal. Big tune.
It's alright. Go ahead and be yourself. Feel good. It's alright. It's alright. Don't you let them spoil the party. Feel good. It's alright.
Here comes the ad campaign that's selling vanity. Somehow they always claim they'll save humanity. Deep down they're all the same, moving commodity, trying to prey upon our pain and insecurity. And when everyone got something to say about your every move, like them a spy on you, just keep doing it your
Can't mind them business, yeah, when them watching. Link with the feds, all the phone them tapping. Them got so much things to say. Sell out Marcus, the star line I could do knocking. Sell out Jesus for the 30 piece. Vanity at the least, no events do them knocking. Grand wall of mates, chalice a steam up. Books I read up, education dip on the flip side. Me say youth to the rise and live up on the head. And if you dream up, me tell them say, spliff a bun, a Guinness a beat. And me say on the wall, 1 foot go lean up. Younger generation don't get lost by the needy. I wonder where that I go lead up. Heights a reference price we giving always. Guide us through the nights and the days. You don't give up no matter how the things set. Remember say we just going through a phase. Alright, over and over and over again. Some people have more to say than the books them. Same so them stay from way back when. No matter them, it's alright. It's alright. Remember me tell ya, it's alright. Hold, why you do? Don't you let me fall apart. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, tune name Feel Good, featuring Busy Signal. I got something else special for you that I think is out of this world. Let me know what you think. This is the one right here. You get fired from the job, you don't have a business. If this church tune ain't play, you know what I mean? You go home and the place bundle, you don't have a business. Because this song is playing. Reality will hit you in 4 minutes and 37 seconds when it done though, so things bundle. But I'm telling you, this song right here, amazing.
Just an island boy with island dreams. Something he read about in magazines. From halfway tree to ocean drive, to mile-high clubs on Paris flights. This island boy with big ideas about the things seen and heard on social media. Trying to escape, but don't know how. Having faith that he'll get there somehow. Can you see me now? Can you see me now? I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world.
Pull it up there for me.
Another
From the
silent
top.
feature on this album.
Silent.
You ever hear about an actor named James Cagney? Tell him about that, please.
Talk to James Cagney.
Cagney.
Cool, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Island Dreams is featuring Tessan Shin. It's featuring Tyrus Riley. All right. If you listen keenly, you hear that pot cover in that back? That's G. Cole, baby. Yo.
That's funny.
Just an island boy with island dreams. Something he read about in magazines. From halfway tree to ocean drive, to mile-high clubs on Paris flights. This island boy with big ideas about the things seen and heard on social media. Trying to escape, but don't know how. Having faith that he'll get there somehow. Can you see me now? Can you see me now? I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world.
I'm an island girl with my island spice, my island curves and my island voice. Through all the tears and sacrifice, still I do believe in paradise. Sometimes my island mind might get confused by the paradigm that I'm set to lose. One way in and no way out.
Hey Judy, welcome to the party. We having a great time. Gary Wagwan, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Can you see me now? I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world.
The island cries of the island slums has given rise to the island sun. To be a man and stand up free and shine beyond the sand and sea. The island voice of an island child has given strength to the weak worldwide as living proof for all to see. Hey, don't give up on island dreams. Can you see me now?
Can you see me?
Can you see me now?
Can you see me?
I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world.
Sean. David, welcome to the party. Trust me. Lighter fluid done after today. Big show. Ladies and gentlemen, the song is called Island Dreams, and it feels exactly that way. You know what I mean? Island Dreams featuring Tessa and Chin and Towers Riley. They did an excellent job. I'm gonna tell us that the song mod it. I'm loving it, and it's evident that you guys are loving it too. By far, one of the best headphone sounds, in my opinion. It's one of the best. When I put it on, when I first heard, again, I'm on a cruise, so it's headphones. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful song. It feels good more than anything. It just have a right feel. It have energy too.
Yeah.
So you get that pump. If you woke up in the morning, and when you step out, you know cartoon have its theme music. If you step out of your bed and this song came on every morning, no matter what happened for the rest of the day,
You're so right. You're so right. One of them tunes that will just put you in a positive frame of mind for the angle of the day, no matter what.
Sure, yes. I said that one day a while ago. It is special
for real, and it have a nice little jazz reggae fusion feel about it.
It does,
and then for me, the conversation with the different instruments.
Yeah,
and down at the end, you know, after the conversation with the different voices,
right?
And
the musicians start to talk.
I tell you, man, it's
I see you mention all the inspirational points of the song,
right?
And the political side of the song. It's a great song to make love by.
I never thought about it that way, but it has energy.
No, man, can't leave that out, man. Can't leave that out.
Wait, so you're cornering every market. The marketing thing is, I dig it. Olivier, welcome. Mr. Heel Richie.
Yes, Mr. Brown. Olivier Brown, my brethren.
Busha, I'm not saying I'm not come from far.
Yeah, man. Everybody call me Busha. We come from far. Yeah, man.
Ellen says, hello there. Wasn't that On Top of the World clipped from a movie soundtrack? On Top of the World. I think Kat told us that. So I guess Kat I tell the story or the thing work. I know the thing going, whatever the case may be. Let me say, I love the song. Overall, love the project, but that song there is nice. AJ, we've spoken before, right? And I know you love and respect the third world classics, right? How excited are you to know? I kind of glanced on this earlier. Go perform some of these, because as far as I'm concerned, these are hits. We know how the hit thing go. Is really the populace that makes it a hit. But in my earphone, these are hit songs.
Well, for me, it's going to be. It is already interesting because we are already performing some of the tunes. But when we were in the studio and putting the album together, I said to the guys, I said it's gonna be. I'm just looking forward to performing these tunes.
Yeah.
Because of what I know they are going to do. But because my understanding of a tune is this. Whenever somebody hears a song for the first time, whenever they hear it again, it takes them back to that first
To the first time. True.
So
True.
the mission for me as a singer is to, when I'm performing that tune, is to do it like the person is hearing it for the first time. Wow. And that's the mantra that I use and take with me whenever I'm performing a third world tune. You know, be it 96 Degrees or Now That We Found Love or know, whichever of the tune them.
Right.
I make sure that I listen to what the tune sounds like originally on the album.
Right.
So that whenever I'm presenting it, the listener hears what they heard
the first
time.
I like that.
And so, based off of what is happening with this album now, I know that I'll be recreating that experience that a listener would experience when they heard this new third world album with me as the lead singer for the first time. So that is the whole legacy of this album, you know, and for me. So
I can't wait.
I'm looking forward to it, Bridget.
I can't wait. And a lot of things that sometimes, you know, people listen to things from a different standpoint. You know what I mean? People listen however you feel at the moment is what you're getting from it. And the thing is, here's what I get from this album. It's not every song, and you can tell me as a singer, as a musician, it's not every song when you're going to the studio, go record the song and create the song, you can tell already what's going to be great to perform. Some songs are for the radio. Sounds great coming through the radio, right? But you don't know, say, boy, the stage connection ain't going to be there.
Right.
These songs to me sound like it's going to be crazy if you hear them live.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, and that is it. And that is what we've done with It Must Gone already. Loving You Is Easy. Na Na Na. All those three tunes are already being performed. I mean, I tell you, say, we're getting some great reviews from those tunes already. Right. So you know, when the other tunes coming up, or you know, whenever we put them into the schedule of songs, it's gonna recreate and even bolster and keep the vibration of the third world brand and image, you know, strong. You know what I mean? For real.
The word I keep coming back to is it proper. Last year this time, right? Around this time, there were quite a few good albums out, right? I'd say. Well, and what I would deem like Grammy contenders, you see where this is going already, right? That was last year this time.
Yeah.
To date, of what's come out and what I've heard, I don't profess to have heard everything.
Right.
But to date, right now, are really 2 albums I've heard that I think even are worthy of being mentioned in that sentiment, right?
Yeah.
Of which this is one. All right. So,
well, coming from you, that's
miserable. It miserable is the word I'm using. You guys ready for the possibility of probably bringing home one of those megaphones or one Grammy thing there? I don't say, I really look that far enough, but I am.
No.
Well, I want to tell you something. Yeah, go on.
Been there 18 times.
The 19th time is a charm.
8 times.
8 times?
Yeah, and
the
come
9th
on
time
without
is a
it.
charm.
And come on without it.
Yeah.
It's a blessing just to be there. You know, not say we don't want it. You understand what I mean? But when you reach a certain stage, you're bigger than the Grammy.
True that.
Yeah.
True that.
However, for me, my Bridget, I'm on the mission.
The words of Richie.
No, you know, tell us, it's not that we don't want it.
and I agree with you.
After being there 8 times on the boulevard, and you don't come without it, it don't make you or break you.
I feel you.
Straight up.
Well, that is true. That may be true. That may be true.
But that's also a testament to the fact that it's not the word bring on the Grammy.
I don't give myself a Grammy for this album. Because you wasn't there when the ceremony took place. But up on the red carpet, the wife went out to Home Depot, buy the red carpet.
Yeah. For me, I'm on a Grammy mission, yes, sir. I don't know about them.
When I say
The 9th time is gonna be the charm for me.
the night time is a charm.
9th time.
know
And the charm. Me know ain't no jinx thing. Mission thing. We don't know jinx thing.
All I ask is when in your speech. Well, the band was nominated 8 times. Was only won it when I was here. I'm gonna say bull. S-H-I-T.
Well, I'm glad that you spelled that one out instead of pronounced it. Okay.
Yeah, because we're not at the top of the hour yet, and we don't want the FCC come down. Ladies and gentlemen, AJ Brown, Richie Daley, Third World. This one is called Sheep in Meadows. It's a big show.
A shepherd never give up on his flock. We are sheep in meadow, sheep in meadow. A shepherd got the sheep no matter what. We are sheep in meadow. A shepherd find his sheep when they are lost. We are sheep in meadow, sheep in meadow. A shepherd got the sheep at any cost. We are sheep in meadow. King David slew Goliath with one smooth stone. King David, a shepherd boy, rules Israel's throne. A shepherd never give up on his flock. We are sheep in meadow, sheep in meadow. A shepherd got the sheep no matter what. We are sheep in meadow. A shepherd find the sheep when they are lost. We are sheep in meadow, sheep in meadow. A shepherd got the sheep no care the cost. We are sheep in meadow. Queen of Sheba, visit Solomon, Lion of David's throne. Queen of Sheba, then birth the son, Ethiopia's own. A shepherd never give up on his flock. We are sheep in meadow, sheep in meadow. A shepherd got the sheep at any cost. We are sheep in meadow. A shepherd find the sheep when they are lost. We are sheep in meadow, sheep in meadow. A shepherd got the sheep no matter what. We are sheep in meadow. Jah Rastafari, crown King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Jah Rastafari, the Prince of Peace, elect of God. A shepherd never give up on his flock. We are sheep in meadow, sheep in meadow. A shepherd got the sheep no matter what. We are sheep in meadow. A shepherd
And some meditation, big up.
lost. We are sheep in
Michelle, what's up? Where's it, Tony? You've been playing this one, right?
what?
It's a big tune, it's a big tune, it's a big tune. Sheep in Meadows.
Shepherd never give up on his flock. We are sheep in meadow, sheep in meadow. A shepherd got the sheep no matter what. We are sheep in meadow.
Is this is this one of the songs that you guys have ever performed live, or you haven't touched this one live yet?
Don't touch it yet.
Nah? You know, say a dancehall thing this though. I feel like
juggling.
yeah, man.
Yeah, juggling rhythm.
Yeah.
Rhythm.
The one as a dancer, light than the dancer.
Yeah,
kind of
but
vibe
remember I told you to listen to that bass line very keenly.
is. Miserable.
Yeah, okay.
Miserable.
That's the prowess of this man here beside
Yeah.
me, man. The man.
Search it It miserable.
The man a normal man.
Be a critic in the studio now. Yeah, come on. Step up the thing, you know.
It's right away. Not even forgot the road. Right
You
there.
want to step up that little part there.
Yeah, sometimes we whisper in our ear.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what?
The question that no musician, no singer, no artist likes to be asked, and I understand why, is what's your favorite song? So I'm not gonna ask it.
No, I can tell you that's a difficult thing with this album, man.
Yeah.
So that's why I would never ask you that.
Make-
Which one connects with you? I'm not put you in a position with a favorite one, but which one of them songs connects with you the most?
With up in the air?
Yeah, man.
What all them time, yeah? G Cole, why you did that to me, man?
No, but you just know.
Anyway, live radio. Presently,
Yeah.
I'm infatuated with a song called Hear Us Out.
Wow.
And I want you to tell you about that song.
Right.
But I never want to jump the gun.
Right.
We have places to go and
No, well,
trust.
guess what? No, man, you can tell us about it because that way,
Yeah,
when we
you
get
know,
there,
Of all the songs that we have done
Mm-hmm.
on this project, this is the most re-recorded song,
hear us out.
Hear Us Out.
Why?
And why? So many different reasons. Tempo. There's a time that section of Hear Us Out, which is the chorus. The big man wanted it sound like a big stadium thing, and try so much thing to get it the way you kind of hear a song within your head, and you want to get it as close to the picture as you
can.
create, and then we keep striving to go there. So
Right.
we change the drum track, we change the tempo, you know what I mean, and we do all kind of thing, and we put a little rock section inside it, and whoa, and thing. But it does really work until one of the time the song get parked. Like it was not going to be in the race when the horses them going.
Right.
So, you know, and there was enough disappointment because we said when you listen back to the songs, there are a couple of people who surround the band throughout the project. You know, it wasn't just us alone. They didn't play, they didn't perform, but they were great supporters. You know what I mean?
Right.
Who came by, friends, and they get attached to some songs. I say, you know, that song might not the album. Man almost went into tears.
Wow.
It got to be crazy.
Wow. I'd feel
At
the
the
same.
last minute, when the lineup came, I noticed it became track 11. I said, what?
I said, make it.
It made it?
It's squeezy.
Never even asked a man why I put it back in.
Yeah, can we go ask him. I know I'm gonna say, it's here. Oh,
You know what I love about it too? I think that it's one of them situations where it's just enough. Sometimes I think we get overkill and we get 15, 16, 17 songs on it and you find yourself with 6 we could have left off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I'm sure you probably got a couple of others that should have that could have made the album and
Yeah, well, we could have made a next album out of outtakes.
you could have or you probably will.
We could have.
So you're not gonna do it?
We don't know because Damon said to me the other night, we should start the next project right now. I said, Damon,
can we exhale? Please.
the man who will start, come down back to the studio and start.
Keep the work going.
Yeah. It's almost like the man I said, take a deep breath it up.
Yeah.
And hold it up. Can we go?
I want to say the engineer said it before him. If we start, roll the tape now.
Really,
on the new
Mark?
project.
Mark said that.
Well, hey.
Yeah.
We need to talk to our wife them. Cause we don't know if them can
Can't handle another.
I'm going to neighbor.
Yeah, we have to go buy, we have to go invest in something closer.
So you don't know if them can handle that one, maga. Why? How? Because it's been out a couple of weeks now, going on. Almost, when I go on vacation.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a month. What's the response been? Not bump radio, bump all them thing there, but just the personal feedback from people.
It's a little bit too overwhelming.
Wow.
You know, because you have some people who over the years close to you, and them just like say, this one
Proper.
this one here, and you kind of say to yourself, there must be something there,
Yeah.
you know, because overtly them just going on about it.
Yeah.
You know, I say it's incredible, and you know,
I understand because I've been waiting. Something you wait for the album there, wait for something.
come on, like yourself, say, boy, you're smitten and you go up on a cruise, and this is the soundtrack to your cruise.
At the soundtrack.
You put yourself on the line when you say that, you know.
You're cool, no, man. Cool. And we need to call the cruise line. That's what kind of endorsements we can sort out. You know what I
Mention
mean?
the cruise line name.
You know? No, I'm not. Yeah, we next time. Next time.
We don't need it.
The title track to me is very third world. When I get there yet, but the title track, More Work to Be Done, is very third world, and message heavy. I think it stays true to the original formula, but it's message heavy, and I think it sums up the album perfectly. When we spoke originally from the get go, you mentioned that the name of the album was More Work to Be Done. From then,
Right.
was the song already created?
Yes, to a degree. Yeah, not completed, right? But it formed the concept of where.
Cool, man. Plug out.
Yeah, I'm did kind of.
It sure did.
We're gonna kick the car and bust it.
Them did kick a thing, you know. So
Oh, my God.
maybe a goal scored there, you know.
In the well out. Well, go ahead, I'm listening.
Anyway, Mr. Coleman, where yeah,
Tech support got you. Tech support got you.
Tech support.
Tech support.
Tech support.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Indian bread in the back.
yeah.
You know?
Mahmoud.
Where we did that? Where was that about?
Mahmoud.
More work to be done.
More work to be
Yes.
done. Exactly. Yeah.
Tech drop.
Yeah.
Is the disposition where the group is right now? Because when we're going to the studio after 46 years of being third world, you kind of question yourself, where you going to this afterwards? You have been so many places.
Right.
You have sung so many songs. And we, you know, and what are you going to do afterwards to make an impact or make an impression on your faithful listeners? You know what I mean? We have written about so many subjects, so many topics. Although it keep evolving, you know what I mean? Things that was relevant in the 1982 is come back again
Yeah.
to be
Life is
relevant,
a cycle.
you know. So we came to this thing, you know something? We have more work for the then.
Wow.
So that's the concept and that's the basis of the project.
Right.
Throughout the 3 years, more work to be done. Yeah, what is third world all about?
Right.
We have places to go, people to see, songs to sing, and you know what I mean? And so when we go to this Rotterdam the other day, we remember being there in the 80s, you know, and we were a newish band to
Right.
sing, create enough impact and nice crowd, and the band went on well. And to see we come back again so many years afterwards
Right.
with a new lead singer,
Right.
you know, because the lead singer that we had before named Bonnie Rogers, we love him dearly.
Right,
And
right.
even Mr. Brown, I love him and respect him to the
Come
heights,
on, without a
Yeah.
doubt.
you know. And him said, listen, the man leave the microphone and said, Beast, hold my mic and done the work for me.
Yeah.
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 You know what I mean? Not talking about fullness shoes. The
Right.
shoes thing, because
Yeah.
I know Mr. Clark very well. Him not leaving him shoes to no guy. I remember one time we went to New York. Went to New York and the man buy a pair of shoes called La Cases. You know how much of the shoes? $700. I would not buy a shoes for $700. I'm sorry.
They say so him not. So he definitely ain't leaving
Yeah,
that one
so-
to nobody.
Yeah. So,
So
you
when,
know,
so when I want to say, oh, you're filling Mr. Rugg shoes very well.
the man never
Legend.
leave no shoes.
I buy shoes me have on, man. What you talk say? Man gone with them shoes.
So on a conscious note, this is what third world has always been about, you know what I mean? And when I listen to the album, I know some are very proud of what we did.
I said that to my wife, you know. I was talking to her about this album when we were on the cruise.
Yeah.
And I said to her, I said, boy, Rug's probably there saying upon right. The one that shot.
Seriously. I know the character.
You know what I mean?
for real,
Right,
for
the
real,
one that
yeah.
the one that shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Now we have a bunch of big tunes, and again, I know people up on, yeah, I love hearing about run the tune them now, please. I got you, all right? Nobody go on the way, all right? Check this one out.
Somewhere feeling lonely. You're not the only one. You're not the only one.
Yeah! Now welcome to the third world. How you mean? Boom. Tell them say age is a number. Third world no study maths. Richie Daley and me done. Age around a top of tops. Up to now no boy no play guitar. We bad like Uncle Cat. Maurice favor Papa Son. Norris played for Super Cat. Oh, one band so full of talent like the list just never stops. Go on eruption fit like Figgle and can sprint a dozen laps. Steve Locker engineer. Truck back a for your buck. Give the legend them props. Real uptown money, more problems. Not to say I woulda swap, but it's lonely at the top. Some will say them are your friend, but are you alone a spend? Yes, still every man a shop. And one of the newest things for cop. Man a go and hold a rems, cause you don't know the straps. Things sticky like sour sap. And one shepherd to a flock. See them hustle on the
Judy, Nods, EK, it's mad.
the block, and it's rough in the trap. And everybody need a hand to lift them up when them a drop.
If you're out there,
I'm sorry. I'm getting a little carried. I'm getting a little carried away right now. But yeah, you don't know.
you're not the only
I'm
one.
sorry.
You're not the only one.
Don't be.
Welcome to the third world. How you mean? Boom. Tell them say age is a number. Third world no study maths. Richie Daley and me done. Age around a top of tops. Up to now no boy no play guitar. We bad like Uncle Cat. Maurice favor Papa Son. Norris played for Super Cat. Oh, one band so full of talent like the list just never stops. One eruption fit like Figgle and can sprint a dozen laps. Steve Locker engineer. Drunk back a fear buck. Give the legend them props. Real uptown rebel set with reggae.
What going, Paul?
More money, more problems.
Mish.
Not to say I woulda swap, but it's lonely.
Juanita
Are
Yishka.
your friend, but are you alone a spend? Yes, still every man a shop. And one of the newest things for cop. Man a go and hold a rems, cause you don't know the straps. Things sticky like sour sap. And one shepherd to a flock. See them hustle on the corner while they try to be a man, but it gets lonely on the block. And it's rough in the trap. And everybody need a hand to lift them up when them a drop.
If you're out there, somewhere feeling lonely, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. If you're out there, somewhere feeling lonely, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. So come on inside and tell me how you're feeling. Tell me all about the burdens that you bear. They say good conversations can be healing. You're not alone, 'cause I'm still all ears. Some folks got to go on their own journey. But if you ever want to turn back, 'cause you're scared. Sometimes even highways can be lonely. You're not alone,
Oh,
'cause I'm still right here. So if you're out there, somewhere feeling lonely, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. If you're out there, somewhere feeling lonely, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. People always wonder what's the meaning of life if you're not living for yourself. And whenever you get that empty feeling, you're not alone. Have you no fear? When each one sleep, they close their eyes, then drift off in their thoughts. So it should come as no surprise. Sometimes we all get lost. And if you're out there, somewhere feeling lonely, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. You're not the only one. If you're out there, somewhere feeling lonely, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. You're not the only one.
Gentlemen, let me tell you something. A long time I want to feed out and can't feed out because I just can't find the right spot. That song there, that song is special too.
for real.
It's a body of work. Like I keep saying body of work because it's concise, it's tight, it's properly put together. Everything, the feature there a while ago, even though I very rarely, if ever, have heard a gang feature when I love, but that feature is special too.
I tell you,
The way the song jump off.
You know, saying the old time days.
Yeah.
When we did CBS and them kind of company, And me all this amount of tracks. Them turned into the 7 album, you know. Yeah, man.
Are you serious?
Listen, we're taking one track and then we find 6 other or 7 other tracks.
Yeah.
But you're not taking 7 or 11
Yeah. Solid.
single and put it on one album.
Yeah,
And that's exactly what it is. It's 11
For them,
singles.
it's business.
It's an album
wasting
of
money.
singles.
Yeah.
That's what I've always said. It's an album of singles, and you know, for me, to be able to be part of such a project where, you know, you're able to help write the tunes and perform them to the highest level, you know, is a blessing, and you know,
Say the least.
I remember being in the studio so many times. Richie himself would say, "Boy, listening to him tune, I mean, I tell her, it's scary, you know, AJ.
Yeah.
It's scary because he knows
Yeah.
the history
Yeah.
of the whole third world journey,
Yeah. Yeah.
and to be hearing tunes where him scared." Him
Cool now, man. Cool now.
he said, "Well, it's scary." I said, "What do you mean scary? Like the
I can
tune
see
them
why.
bad."
I can see why he'd feel that way because there's not a miss. Don't get me wrong, you know. I have my favorites out there. Tupac, I'm my favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got my favorite singers out there. Sometimes you get that thing and there's a miss. You know what I mean? Say it's horrible, you know, but there's a miss. out
Right.
there.
I know, but you see when you know the studio create and you see things that evolve.
Yeah.
Them reach them stage where like what we're listening to it now.
Right.
But you just see the embryo spread out. You know, it's like a flower open up.
Right.
It's such an experience that it's appalling.
And it's 3 years.
Yeah, man.
So I guess for 3 years we shouldn't expect none less.
Yeah.
There you go.
I shouldn't expect anything less.
No, tell them now.
And the testament is this, you know. When you see an album, this album is, like I said, it's beautiful. I'm not talking about the artwork in a second, but it's beautiful. And liner notes, which is them not get them thing anymore. Lyrics are all printed out here. The only time people print lyrics out, when them have something to say. You know what I'm saying? Enough song out there where there's a reason why there is no liner notes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we're getting back to. I feel like this is a keepsake. From the moment I saw the actual physical, I said this is a keepsake.
Yeah, man.
The artwork, the liner notes, the lyrics, them something. You know,
We can talk,
I need the
about lyrics.
vinyl.
Let me talk.
Talk to
lyrics
me.
One. Yeah, lyrics. The producer. He's outstanding as a producer. As a performer, as Damon Marley himself. When you watch him show, it's good.
Yep.
And musically and them ideas, still outstanding.
Yeah.
You see when it comes to writing words and song,
Yeah.
I forgive him kudos.
Oh yeah.
I forgive him
One of the
kudos.
best. One of the best.
Yes,
real?
and that can get lost in the shuffle. Can nobody stop sometimes to think, who wrote this?
Yeah.
It's very clever.
Yeah.
Nobody stop to think that way.
Yeah.
But if you really stop and observe and dig deep in it, this is why you mustn't have the liner notes and the lyric sheet and all that. Sometimes, because sometimes when you're singing, a certain little words like, what did he say? Even in our instance. And some you want to draw a reference and say,
Yeah.
we want you to pull the lyric sheet and make sure
Yeah.
what you think we are saying is
what we're
exactly
saying.
What we are saying.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because every word.
Yeah.
That
And
is what I'm.
we are come from the old school mantra where lyric sheet is just as important as the track.
Yeah.
This is when you have the big vinyl.
Yep. The
thing.
manuscripts there, so the whole
Yeah.
thing.
And this album is available on vinyl. You know, which is
I got to get me one of them.
you got to get you want to
I got to get me a vinyl, man, because I got a turntable in the back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And next week we got to play on turn. Trust me,
Yeah.
vinyl is making a comeback. And
Yes.
it
Not
is
only that,
amazing.
the album is also available in cassette.
I lie you.
I don't know who the hell buy a
I
cassette.
lie I lie you. You
What do you
serious?
mean?
It's on cassette.
How, me
on
get,
cassette.
how do I get one?
Go to the third world side
Yeah.
and go to the merchandise.
Cassette, like real cassette.
Yes, sir.
There's no fake cassette. Man. We don't talk about it.
True that.
The only cool. You know anything
only
on fake cassette?
That's. There's no fake cassette. You do have a point.
The only the only medium that it's not on is 8-track.
Yeah. Listen, are you working on that?
No, we're not working on that.
No.
We're not
working on the 8-track.
No, we're not working. Leave the 8-track.
If it's on cassette, may I forget the cassette. We need to get the vinyl.
Yeah.
And
personally, I'm not buying no cassette.
May I buy it though? Just for the heck of it, for say me have it.
My experience in lifetime when I do the cassette, I'm gonna play my favorite song on here.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing with the cassette though. Here's the thing with the cassette. But here's the thing with the cassette now. You see when the CD scratch, when the vinyl scratch, kind of ruined it now. You see with the cassette now, I can just get my scissors. I'm gonna just cut that like a spot and go spoop, spoop, and tape it back together. And do it again.
How much people can do that?
We all did that.
We never all did that.
Well, you played on the cassette, so you weren't worried.
We all attempted to do that. It never did work out. One with a 40 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, trust me. I'm say it's a vibe. It's a vibe. See, Olivier Sam still have him Sony Walkman, all right?
You see it.
All right, Nad's loved Third World since she was a little girl. It's a vibe. It is a vibe. It is a vibe.
But I'm telling you, the whole makeup of the album and the design of it, it's
a keepsake. It tells its own story.
Yeah, you know what it started from, right?
No, tell me.
There's an Asian art, Chris Blackwell, as the who procured that piece of work. Had a art piece in his collection. It was done by a Haitian artist. And there's a guy named Chris Ride who he asked to adopt the artwork. And then the first one was The Lady with the Donkey, which is the first third album, Green. Before Richie's second album, he had passed away, and somebody else continued it with 96, which was the second phase of the thing.
Okay.
Right.
Which is a father now with the 2 kids.
Right.
And the saga just continued year after year, you know. And so when Damien said that he wanted to continue that concept with the artwork, all that we're seeing right here now is a continuation of all that stuff that started back in 1975.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. And to me, as I looked at it and I've looked it over and over and over, it's like 12. It's like 12 tracks, but track number 12 is the artwork. You know what I mean? It speaks, man. It speaks.
I'm telling you.
And every day I look, I see something else because I never realized on a banana tree right as well. 2 banana trees, but the artwork, how it is done, it's no less intricate than is the music on the album.
I am telling you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you know what
me.
artists have said to us? Not an artist, a radio jock. We should turn it into a children's book.
Like a children's book.
Yeah.
I got you. It has the look. It has. I could see me opening this and there being words to read to the masses.
Yeah, man. I love seeing that little nurse in her white uniform just run across the track. She's busy about anybody.
And what if I tell you, say, until you mentioned the nurse a while ago?
Yeah.
I never really.
Yeah.
It's like every time I look on it, I say something else.
Yes.
You never see the nurse?
No. I say I over this, but me just somebody at a party. It's because we look at it right up and realize, oh, it's a nurse. And then that's the hospital with the cross thing, kind of like, cool now, man. cool now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying you got to, all right?
Get it.
Gary said, may I have my 8-track unit, it's so no do see?
Gary, come to your bed now, man. You know, so we're working here, right? Go to thy bed.
Listen, go sleep. It is amazing. We talk about, again, that title track, More Work to Be Done, right? And we spoke about that one. I'm going to give it to the masses because I feel like they've probably been waiting on it. Ladies and gentlemen, this one is called More Work to Be Done. It is the title track, and it's a masterpiece, too.
I fought the good fight. Ran a good race and always kept the faith. Yeah. Life in the present is life's greatest present. Give Jah thanks for one more day. Throughout my journey, I've made some mistakes, been through stress and strife. I've been broken hearted, I've caused some heartaches. Some say that's just a part of life. I've been wearing a face that keeps.
Yes, man. There's another one that's got to be taken from the top, ladies and gentlemen. The message is, trust me. The sonic says, trust me. The rhythm is, trust me. The thing just, trust me.
I fought the good fight, I ran a good race, and always kept the faith. Yeah. Life in the present is life's greatest present. Give Jah thanks for one more day. Throughout my journey, I've made some mistakes, been through stress and strife. I've been broken hearted, I've caused some heartaches. Some say that's just a part of life. I've been wearing a face that keeps on smiling, doing my best, I keep on trying. Nevertheless, there's no denying there's more work to be done. I've been hearing a voice that keeps reminding, treading a road that keeps on winding. Nevertheless, I'll keep on climbing.
Hey, Vanette, what's up?
I keep
my piece?
focus.
You're good.
Hold my head high.
Hey, Vanette, what's up?
Helped another run the way. Yeah, yeah. Throughout the darkness, Jah always shed light for those who've gone astray. The eye is found in the middle of storms and a hurricane, protecting the young from predators through the night. For those who find shelter and refuge in Jah name, know in time everything's gonna be alright. I've been wearing a face that keeps on smiling, doing my best, I keep on trying. Nevertheless, there's no denying there's more work to be done. I've been hearing a voice that keeps reminding, treading a road that keeps on winding. Nevertheless, I'll keep on climbing. There's more work to be done. My spirit's willing, as long as I'm able to play my part in history. Yeah, yeah. Where there's life, there's hope, and one door closed, one open. No giving up on victory. I've been wearing a face that keeps on smiling, doing my best, I keep on trying. Nevertheless, there's no denying there's more work to be done. I've been hearing a voice that keeps reminding, treading a road that keeps on winding. Nevertheless, I'll keep on climbing. There's more work to be done. I've been wearing a face, doing my best. Nevertheless, there's more work to be done. I've been hearing a voice, treading a road. Nevertheless, more work to be done.
Sonically, lyrically, musically, and especially lyrically, that song that proper. That song that very, 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 very. It says title track.
Yes, sir.
It says title track, and it sums up the album a lot too. Amazingly enough, like I said, we have some excellent features on here. Names that are astronomical: Taros, Tessan, Gang. No, everybody's a heavy hitter. The songs where it's just third world, just as heavy hitting.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? I love that. There's, like I said, there's no half stepping. Not one. We have 11 tracks here, and none of them know any lighter than the other. I dig it. Talk to me a little bit about the writing process, creating this album. What was the writing process like?
It started out. This is not what you call what would be done today, where a man bring a track, come in the studio, or a man bring an idea. Every song you hear on this album, apart from the track number 1 by the Abyssinians, is a jam.
Or it was created live in studio.
Totally. You know?
Lyrics and all.
Yeah, from
Yes,
nothing.
yes.
Wow.
It started with a bass line.
Wow.
In most cases.
Right.
Followed by whatever take place afterwards. And you start with a jam.
So G, now you understand the importance of the
Of
bass
the bass
player.
line, right? Cooler.
There's agony to it, you know. Can
Yeah?
you play a nice bass line? I'm saying, that's what I do. So much.
But out of the agony
Yeah, you know what I mean?
comes this ecstasy.
Yeah,
Let me tell you something. I'll take that agony there every day.
yeah.
I'll take that 3 years. I feel like
Mama tell you.
So,
I feel like the 3 years are well worth it.
so you got that, and I mean, like, sometimes it can be close to 20 tracks or 20 ideas run, and you don't know what can go stick against the wall now.
Right.
And this is maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, and we still a jam. First thing, we take last night work, maybe a song like You're Not the Only One,
Right.
and we did some official harmonies on that track, and some guitar overlays where Cat might come in and put on him thing and whatever, and AJ will straighten out certain lyric vibe. And we do that diligently and said, yes, this is official, keep.
Right.
Then now, so okay, you were doing last night at the Random Works, and we listen to all the 15 little ideas.
Right.
And then at the end of it, him say, all right, I could work on that idea again and evolve again.
Wow.
And when that finish, you start a whole new set of jam tracks again.
Yeah, at the end of the morning, you know.
Right.
Clean
After you
slate.
done do what you do.
Just when you thought it was over.
Yeah, man, the sunlight is coming.
Could jam a
soon.
thing.
And then we could jam a thing. Wow. First thing, what we are referring to is, Uncle, oh, go on, set something up.
I ate that. Damn.
What we got from that was his work, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we were being introduced or immersed in his work ethic, and that is what our workshop was like for the past 3 years.
Yeah. And if I may personally share something with you. Back in the 70s, I was in the studio with his father.
Right.
With recording some song. I was in my 20s then.
Right.
You know, and for you to play bass to Bob Marley,
Yeah.
don't take that for granted.
Cool, no, man. Cool.
Right.
I mean, if I find a sound effect for you,
Yeah.
but me never have it lined up.
Yeah, it's all right.
Me never-
But so we're doing punky reggae party, and a song named Lord, we gotta keep on moving. Me and Ibu and some youths from Aswad and played these tracks produced by Lee Scratch Perry.
Wow.
You know, and so it's I
I didn't know that, Richard.
I said, we're learning on the fly.
we
here.
don't speaking up. So anyway, we're in the studio and you know things are going. Apparently, this is after.
Yeah, I mean, I pull it. It need to be in frame.
Yeah, after he had gotten shot in in Jamaica and through some political things, Bob Marley had to leave Jamaica and reassess his situation and things like that. You know, so that's why we ended up in London at Chris Blackwell's studio recording with him. You know, and he must sing to him youth them Ziggy and Ziggy Marley and
Stephen.
Stephen with their
Little boy them time, right?
picnic. You know what I mean? And so to come back so many years afterwards and working with Damien,
Right.
unbeknownst to him, almost like his father he is.
Right.
You know that.
Wow.
He wouldn't know because he died when his father was 2 years old.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say.
So he never know,
So he wouldn't know.
Yeah. So sometimes
the
I see
approach.
him might talk and I go on, and I feel say, what is this? A ghost rider thing this I go on.
Like reincarnation at this
Yeah,
point.
man. You know,
Wow.
but it's a brilliant experience.
I can't imagine. And to hear you speak of how it went down, that's my recollection of, because I've been there one time watching him do his work.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how he does his thing. It's like the right thing really happened. He goes in the booth, record a piece. And then, like you said, jamming on, and then there comes a song. But the way it comes out, you would swear somebody sat down and into this.
One advice I can get anybody who work with him: do not get attached to anything that's going down.
It may not make
You
it.
may think that this is the greatest piece of work you have ever done.
Yeah.
It can go in the garbage bin just as easily as come out.
That's how we get greatness, though.
Of course.
That's how we get greatness.
And 3 years after, when you look at the package and thing, this is why I say I don't want to discount the Grammy effort, but believe me, the experience of doing this album is top.
Yeah.
And I've done many third world albums. I've done third world album with Stevie Wonder. I've done third world album with ourselves, and when we know peak and our prime as young musicians who just with just a glow.
Right.
This stands right beside it.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Wow. And you know what? It shows. It shows. It's obviously this is work. It's a lot of love,
Yeah.
but it's work. You can tell there's some work going on that thing. Yeah.
We can tell you about that one.
Now, videos. You shot a nice video. You know what I mean? So we're talking about the optics now. Any plans for shoot some more videos?
Totally, yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Cat lost his brother a couple of weeks ago. Ivan Kaur.
Right, rest in peace.
Great gentleman.
Yeah.
Condolences
So,
to Cat
yeah.
family.
Yeah, so we're heading down to Jamaica to go cover that. At the same time, we'll go do some music videos with Damon himself and so on.
I like that. Because here's the thing that I love about what you do and how you do what you do is this. Again, people can't get comfortable and complacent, you know. History, legacy, legend, having been to the mountaintop can make people complacent and comfortable. You've done it on your own. You've done it as third world, as an entity. You can get comfortable. But you realize that, you know what, we need these optics. We need it to be a certain way. We got to stay out there. We've got to be relevant. We got to... The thing I love, and I see it with you guys even outside of the project and before the project, is that you guys also don't... You value the connection to the youth.
Yes, sir.
Of course.
I have noticed that. You know what I mean?
And therein lies the features, because with every feature, we now connect to a new set of
I
audience.
got you. So you know what? Okay, so that just told me something then. So the feature them will get turned on. I'm on them over 55. So everybody over 55 get cut off and now, sir.
You know, you see a young audience.
Gee, come on.
No gray-haired features on this project. I dig it. Don't feel away here. I don't have no hair, so it's all good.
No, young people are very unpredictable. You know? Like I hear a version of, we have heard a version of na 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 by a girl from Spain who sing it, a whole rendition of it. Murder.
Yeah?
Yes.
I tell you,
Well,
just
no,
with our guitar.
Yeah, she just did
Acoustic
arbitrarily on Instagram and we found it,
I
right?
think she named Christina or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Man, tell you.
Wow. From Spain.
yeah,
This music, This music.
I mean, no, she don't look older than 17.
Well, the thing is this, you know, the good thing about good music is that there's no date stamp to it, you know.
Yeah,
Because,
but
yeah.
you have some folks, certain region, them not listening to them parents' music.
True that.
hard
And
with it.
sometimes your parents just made bad decisions. I'm sorry. Sometimes your parents have some musical things. I've got a bag of vinyls here that I got from my father. Most of them I love. Some of them, question the black mouse. Question the black mouse. His taste.
No.
Question him now what something can say it.
You know,
Question the black mouse.
Yeah, I know that, but it's a G code. Sometimes you go against the river and you try cross, get to the next side. You step on this stone and the next stone and the next stone. And you sell like a small stone. I said, this is a foolish stone here. Up in the river, this can't get me away. But remove it now. You're not going nowhere.
True that.
You understand?
True that.
So you might hear some of the music, but you listen to it, not all of them, but you listen to it and you hear a piece of something.
Yeah.
And it creates a link.
Well, the one when I talk about a two for one and get them that because it's not one feet. All right.
True enough, actually.
but that
We're going to go there and is that not King Cole?
No.
that don't mean that the experience
It's not the same.
is less
It's any
intense.
less. I like it.
What is
I like
from
it.
not King Cole all the while, man?
Oh, not King Cole. Oh, you mean is it? Wow,
Come on, AJ. I just a little boy.
Oh, there was a boy.
Thank you very much.
A very okay.
You can tell the bass
that's
player.
not-
That's
a very
you don't
strange
understand that.
enchanted.
You see, you're a singer because you identify the lyrics. You must sing the bass line.
I was singing the bass line. Go away. I just sang the melody. I went to your G chord.
You must sing the bass line. Like it don't work that way.
You're going to keep that. And I'll come back and show you. This is Richie Daley filing appearance
Signing
on the
off.
G code thing. If you hear me on this station again, it's because I've been held at gunpoint.
My G, I don't know why you're creating a bit.
Anyway, we'll play some music and say good night. Yeah.
When we talk about this song, you mentioned track 11. I'm gonna give it to the massive, and then you're gonna come back and tell me what because you said it was an important track to you.
I
And there was
did.
some, yeah, you did. See them? I remembered. Plus, I recorded. I'll rewind it and let you hear. But ladies and gentlemen, this song right here is called "Hear Us Out." It's a big tune. It's a big tune. This is how you're closing out the thing and close it out.
Yeah.
When the small voices get loud and the silence start to shout, those who play deaf hearing now will hear a sound. When the ripples become the wave and the weak become the brave, those who play deaf hearing now will hear a sound. Hear a sound. Hear a sound. Those who play deaf hearing now will hear a
We
sound.
got to pull it up. We got to pull it up. It's Walton Tuna Star from the top, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. I got to. I'm sorry. I got to. I'm milking it for all it's worth, ladies and gentlemen, because contractually he can't leave until the last note has been played. So we can turn it down and go and loop it. Let's just say again those magnificent third world
When the
harmonies.
small voices get loud and the silence start to shout, those who play deaf hearing now will hear a sound. When the ripples become the wave and the weak become the brave, those who play deaf hearing now will hear a sound. Hear a sound. Hear a sound. Those who play deaf hearing now will hear a sound. Hear a sound. Hear a sound. Those who play deaf hearing now will hear a sound. And with so much voices, they'll start listening. They'll have no choice but to start giving in. Word is at your fingertips, keeping in touch. Possibilities are limitless and serious. Worldwide gathering, keeping in touch. Then they'll hear what we say when the voiceless start to speak, and they wake up from their sleep. Those who play deaf hearing now will hear a sound from the rumbling of our feet.
It's called Hear Us Out, ladies and gentlemen.
Dancing in the street.
Closing track on the album, track number 11.
Deaf hearing now will hear a sound.
But you're listening to the last note, all right? Last note.
Hear a sound. Hear a sound. Those who play deaf hearing now will hear a sound. Hear a sound. Hear a sound. Those who play deaf hearing now hear a sound. Yeah. And with so much voices, they'll start listening. They'll have no choice but to start giving in. Word is at your fingertips, keeping in touch. Possibilities are limitless, time serious. Worldwide gathering, let's keep in touch. Then they'll hear what we say when one One step becomes a leap, and we've climbed over the steep. Those who play deaf hearing now will hear us out. When the volume of the crowd are in numbers way too loud, those who play deaf hearing now will hear us out. Hear us out. Hear us out. Those who play deaf hearing now.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is called Here. So Oliver, it's a nice tune, nice tune, nice tune, nice tune. You know what that song is to me? That song is a closing song on the movie soundtrack where we make you sit on your seat and listen to and watch the credits go up.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Quadrille.
Just watch the whole credits go up just to hear the song.
Yeah, Richie was commenting on the fact that, I mean, who combines quadrille sounding tune with a rock, a quadrille genre with a rock genre? I mean,
That's true.
Who combines that?
The last time I heard the word quadrille, I was at my grandmother that keep us up in a part town. That's the last time I heard the word quadrille.
You see, so
Quadrille and rock.
Yeah,
so the money in them handkerchief.
Yeah,
Literally.
2 shilling and enough money that.
yeah. But the thing is, the whole concept of fusion over the years that has defined the brand of Third World. In other words, where we're into working with the different genres of music,
right?
And creating new music from those genres. I mean, I tell you, say that is the power and the charm of Third World, because to be the lead singer of a group that can be versatile and flexible in not only creating new music that sounds fresh, but also to reproduce it. And present it live. Live. That's the thing, because
a lot of people can't do that.
No. It's an art form, and that's the greatness of this band. Yeah. You know, understand? Because I often try not to blow my own trumpet, but
You can't.
I can say,
Right.
I'm blowing this trumpet on behalf of Third World. So the greatness of this band is being able to create them new type of music, yeah, and represent them
Right.
to the audience the same way it was recorded.
You can't go around the thing.
You know, but I thank all the people who've been listening and the support they've given us over the years.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, dear close friends who come to see us every time we are somewhere within reach, who have bought our music. As we said earlier on, I don't know if the mic was on, that without them folks, we might as well stay home.
Yeah, and I want to say hello to the new fans.
Yes.
Who are latching on to this album now and looking at us as a band that they look forward to hearing and journeying with us as we
And you guys do put on an excellent show. So if you've never seen Third World live, you need to come out, come see the thing.
Yeah.
The thing. I'm gonna say it's the thing. You know what I mean?
Stop making mother and father tell you about Third World.
Come out, come see the thing for yourself, and go home. Go tell them, say you don't know nothing.
Mr. Cole, it's been a lovely evening. But me little you got to go to school in the morning.
But we have more tunes. We got another album.
We get the next album from?
Go and email me the rest of the album, you know.
You mean the outtakes?
Yeah.
Well,
stay and play them.
Yeah. You can go and play them and tell me what go on.
I will be in my car listening to you as you roll on the highway. See?
Milking it for what it's worth, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Listen, gentlemen, thank you so much for passing through. And I'm gonna tell you the
Just
truth.
a pleasure.
The album is. Oh no, you can't go. It's crazy. Need the album to sign. All right. So here's the deal now. Before I get off of here, I'm gonna tell y'all how you can win the CD. One thing, you know, brother. Easy for rubber than open CD.
Easy for rubber band and what
No,
my
it's
CD.
the way you talk. Yeah, man, the way the man and package the thing, believe you me.
Yeah. You can't get into the thing, but it's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Third World. It's AJ Brown. It's Mr. Richie Daley. Had a blast. Again, I love the thing. The work is proper.
Give thanks.
It's one of them things where, me love Third World. I love the Third World hits. I love the legacy. If I was to show up at the show tomorrow and I saw this poster outside and said to myself, boy, so the only thing you got here tonight is that new album, I'm not feeling away. Oh, yeah, please.
I must come in there in this nice location, this studio there is very pleasing.
I appreciate it, sir.
Yeah.
Does it mean you're coming back?
No, I'm not coming back.
Is this
Don't tell you already.
is this your first time?
To the studio. I've been to his home studio some
Right.
time ago.
Oh,
This is the first one.
Yeah, this
First
my-
ain't coming through.
Yeah, this
I
is
love
my
this
second
studio.
time. So
Yeah.
Third
Third as a matter of fact.
Showing off. I've been in better places.
Yes, I've been thrown out of better places. That's you next up.
Yeah, sign up.
So somebody's gonna get one tonight. Here we're gonna know. I always make the questions ridiculously simple, right? You know what? Just in my inbox right now. Don't put it in the chat, in the line, or the feed, the thread. You're gonna answer this question in my inbox right about now. All right. What instrument does this gentleman play? All right. I'm making it very simple. You can't answer the question for them now. What instrument does Mr. Daley play? That's we can't make it thing difficult. Somebody want a CD? We can't answer man. All right. You know something?
I make it even
What
easier.
hospital was he born in?
We'll make it even easier. Is it a tuba? Is it a trombone? Is it a mandolin? Or is it a bass guitar?
We don't get about 9 answers already. The people. We got a winner. So here's what I'm gonna do. I spoke to some folks. My people contacted their people, and I'm giving away a CD today. But I'm gonna get a couple more CDs. So maybe the first 6 or so people will get, but the very first person gonna get one ASAP immediately. All right, gentlemen. Big album. I love it.
Congrats to the winner.
Congrats to the winner. All right.
I don't know who you are, but G will tell us.
Well, I
in the
definitely will.
future.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go through because I gotta climb through a lot of them things. All right, and I'm gonna play this closing tune one more time because I think it's that powerful. Hear us out, Richie. Give thanks.
Blessed love.
Give thanks, sir.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Brown,
very much.
AJ.
AJ.
Pleasure,
You
sir.
don't know we're doing
Man,
things.
security.
When the small voices get loud and the silence start to shout, those who play deaf hearing now will hear a sound. When the ripples become the wave and the weak become the brave, those who play deaf hearing now will hear a sound. Hear a sound. Hear a sound. Those who play deaf hearing now will hear a sound. Hear a sound. Hear a sound. Those who play deaf hearing now will hear a sound. And with so much voices they'll start listening. They'll have no choice but to start giving in. World is at your fingertips, keeping in touch. Possibilities are limitless and serious. Worldwide gathering, keeping in touch. Then they'll hear what we say when the voiceless start to speak, and they wake up from their sleep. Those who play deaf hearing now will hear a sound from the rumbling of our feet when we're dancing in the street. Those who play deaf hearing now will hear a sound. Hear a sound. Hear a sound. out. Hear us out. Hear us out. Those who play them here and now. Hear us out. Yeah. And with so much voices, they'll start listening. They'll have no choice but to start giving in. Word is at your fingertips, keeping in touch. Possibilities are limitless. Time serious. Worldwide gathering. Let's keep in touch. Then they'll hear what we say. When one step becomes a leap, and we've climbed over the steep. Those who play deaf here and now will hear us out. When the volume of the crowd are in numbers way too loud, those who play deaf here and now will hear us out. Hear us out. Hear us out. Those who play deaf here and now, hear us out. Yeah. Hear us out. Hear us crying. Hear us out. Hear us weeping. Those who play deaf here and now, hear us out.
And there you have it. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has indeed been a pleasure. Please be sure to subscribe to the podcast, Homegrown with G. Cole, now available on iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Radio.com. Wherever you listen to your podcast, we're there. Again, check out our website, homegrownwithgcole.com, to listen up for all things homegrown. The video of this interview is available on YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember, be safe, be kind, be good to each other. My name is G. Cole, and this is Homegrown.
Nakikinika sa música, Homegrown with G. Cole.
Estás escuchando Homegrown con G. Cole.
您现在正在收听的是 Homegrown with G. Cole.
You're listening to Homegrown with G. Cole.
Remember, all the music played here on the podcast, Homegrown with G. Cole, is available on iTunes, Spotify, and all your digital retailers. Please support the artists.